Ask the Doctor with Michael Lange begins in 2 minutes. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lange begins in 60 seconds. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lange begins in 30 seconds. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lange begins in 10 seconds.
When it comes to your health, are you seeing the check engine light come on more than normal? It's time to get under the hood. It's time for Ask the Doctor with Dr. Michael Lange. Sponsored by Lange Eye Institute and Fortifeye Vitamins. Dr. Lange is a board-certified optometric physician and certified nutrition specialist, helping people see and feel better through proper nutrition for 25 years. The doctor is in. Call now with your questions at 877-969-8600. That's 877-969-8600. Here's your host, Dr. Michael Lange.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host every Saturday morning live to answer any and all questions you have regarding your vision and eye care. My name is Dr. Michael Lange of the Lange Eye Institute and Fortifeye Vitamins. I've been hosting Ask the Doctor on multiple radio stations throughout the great country and live video streaming all over the world since April of 1993. A lot of you tuned in and picked me up when I had a drive time show here in the Tampa Bay area from 9 to 10 every single morning, even on Saturdays and Sundays. So if you're new to the program, welcome. This is a live call-in show, so participation is encouraged. Anything on this program is for educational purposes only and never replaces a comprehensive eye evaluation or a medical evaluation. This is for educational purposes only. I'm not only a board-certified optometric physician, I have a degree in psychology as well, and I'm a certified nutritional specialist, which makes me just perfect for this job, right? So any questions at all, write this number down. I'm going to give you this number. It's the live call-in number throughout the show. It is 1-877-969-8600. That's 1-877-969-8600. I actually live part-time here in Safety Harbor, right there on the bay, and part-time over near the Villages. The Lange Eye Institute is in the Villages, Florida. This is a state-of-the-art eye care center. Close to 25,000 square feet, 28,000 square feet, something like that. We've got an advanced eye care center in there. I see patients there Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Dr. Lori Caputi, Dr. Chris Costello are there 5 days a week, and I got to tell you, they're both fantastic eye doctors. Dr. Costello joined our team about 6 months ago. He was down in South Florida at one of the largest ophthalmological centers. He is an expert in ocular disease management and treatment. He's awesome. So I recommend coming in. If I'm not there, certainly Dr. Caputi is very busy. She's been there forever. Dr. Chris Costello, amazing bedside demeanor, an amazing doctor. You can look at his Google reviews. Everybody loves him. So I highly recommend seeing him, especially if you have dry eyes, you got glaucoma, you got macular degeneration, inflammation in the eye, anything like that. Dr. Chris Costello at the Lange Eye Institute. I'm going to give you the phone number for the Lange Eye Institute, and then I'm going to give you the phone number for Fortifeye Vitamins before we take the first call. Lange Eye Institute in the Villages, Florida, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump from wherever you are. The phone number is 352 753 4014. That's 352 753 4014. We're located in the Villages, right there on the corner of 466 and County Road 101, across the street from Publix, next door to CVS. Looks like a big plantation on the Mississippi River. You can't miss it. And then Doc Hall, who's also one of our co-hosts here. Doc Hall hails from my old Lange Eye Care building in Ocala, two-story building on State Road 200. He runs up the Lange Nutrition Center in Fortifeye. He's a wealth of knowledge. So if you need to see somebody that's an expert in the field of clinical nutrition and sports nutrition, Doc Hall, it's Dr. Richard Hall. We all call him Doc Hall, is at the Lange Nutrition Center in Ocala, right there on State Road 200, right across the street from the Paddock Mall, large two-story building. Go up the elevator upstairs. You can't miss it. Also, we're in the process. We've got a gentleman that is bringing a wellness anti-aging center upstairs in the old Lange Eye Care building, right across the hall from the Lange Nutrition Center. And they're going to be doing some really unique analysis, hair analysis for nutritional deficiencies, infrared technology, I think hyperbaric chambers and things of this nature. But we're going to enlighten you a lot more on that. And that'll be open hopefully in the next few months. But we'll enlighten you about this new wellness anti-aging center that will be in Ocala in the very, very near future. So the phone number for Fortifeye Vitamins now, one more phone number, I'm going to give you this, and then we're going to get to the heart of the matter. The Fortifeye phone number for vitamins is 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746. Or go to fortifeye.com. That's Fortifeye. Remember, I'm an eye doctor, so it's kind of a play on words. Fortif and then I. Fortifeye. Fortifeye.com. You can order any of the supplements on Fortifeye.com that we talk about, and go to the bundle section. In the bundle section, we do an amazing bundle of different nutrients that work synergistically together, and we bundle them at a dramatically discounted price, and you use the code BUNDLE at checkout, and you get free shipping on top of that. So check all that out. All right, I want to introduce a new product that we have available. We just had it available yesterday. It came out, or maybe the day before. It's amazing when we introduce new products, how fast they start selling online. I mean, we've already sold a ton of these. So I recommend getting in and getting them, because usually our first allotment sells out pretty quickly because we don't know how many to manufacture. So we only manufacture 1,000 bottles or so. And then we manufacture a lot more after that as quickly as we see how fast they sell. So this new product is made by Fortifeye Vitamins, and it's called Collagen Plus. And we're going to talk about that in more detail. It's a combination of the top collagen, German collagen protein on the market called Verisol. It's got peach ceramides in it, a trademark company called Hydro Peach, and hyaluronic acid. All of these work well together to promote healthy skin. And we're going to expand on that in a few minutes. And Doc Hall has a lot to talk about. Doc Hall is going to expand on something called sarcopenia. That's a disease that affects the elderly, and we're old when we're born. Sarcopenia is muscle wasting. But first, I'm going to help. Doc Hall is going to say hello to everybody before we go to the first call. Hey, Doc. Good morning.
Good morning, my good friend, and a happy Saturday to all of our listeners and our folks that catch us on our podcast. We're glad you chose Ask the Doctor to begin your Saturday. We have a really jam-packed show today, and I'd like to remind our listeners to check out our websites, too, for the latest articles and blogs that are written by Dr. Lange and myself. I just finished writing one yesterday on motivation, and they have another one in the works that I'll finish up this morning on creating your own personal wellness program. We'll have those posted first of the week, but both Dr. Lange and I have just written a whole bunch of new articles on there, just on a wide range of wellness subjects. So, if you got a lazy Saturday or a rainy Saturday, like it kind of is here in Central Florida today, kick back a little bit and look at the website and do some reading and catch up on your wellness subjects there. And so we have a busy show today, Dr. Lange, so I won't keep us. So back to you, and let's have that first caller.
All right. And Doc, I just want to mention to everybody, the website is fortifeye.com, but also go to my personal website, and that's where we post a lot of the articles that Doc Hall and I are writing. The blog section on my personal website, that's drmichaellange.com. Simply drmichaellange.com. drmichaellange.com. Go to the blog section. A lot of good information on the blog talking about wellness, what we can do to help slow down the dreaded aging process. All right. All right, let's go to the phones. Bob has been waiting patiently. Bob, good morning. Welcome to the program. Bob, you fall asleep? Rise and shine. Bob, I think I lost Bob.
Uh-oh.
All right. Bob's going to call back. We'll see if we can get Bob again. I think he called about an hour before the show started. So, Doc, he might have fallen asleep.
Well, it is raining up here in Bob's area and stuff, so he could have got flooded out or something. I don't know. But he'll be back. He'll be back.
Bob can call back, or somebody can get in before Bob. That's pretty rare. You got to get up pretty early in the morning to get in before Bob. So give us a call at 1-877-969-8600, 1-877-969-8600. One more time, you're listening to Ask the Doctors. I'm Dr. Michael P. Lange and Dr. Richard Hall, or better known as Doc Hall. We're here to answer those questions. Remember, we're here to educate you and not take away from your primary care physician or your eye doctor. So give us a call at 1-877-969-8600. All right, so as we age, something happens to our skin, Our skin starts to dry out, it starts to sag, it starts to get wrinkly. When we go on a diet and we lose a lot of weight, our skin even gets more wrinkly, and you know that. And that's one reason that we put collagen protein, and we also put astaxanthin in our Fortifeye Fit formulas because we wanted you to be able to build muscle and actually help the integrity of the skin at the same time. And I think that's one of the reasons Fortifeye Fit has been a huge hit. Doc Hall, people are taking Fortifeye Fit, a lot more people than we ever expected. We thought we were building this for the pro athlete, the amateur athlete, for weightlifters and power lifters and all sorts of athletes. But really, our main audience that's purchasing this is probably over 50, and even 16, 17, 80-year-olds are buying it because I think it's not only helping their muscle, but it's helping their skin. What do you think about that? Doc Hall, you there? Nope, we lost Doc Hall too. All right, hopefully he'll call back. All right. So we lost a few callers here, so I'm pulling a solo. 1-877-969-8600. That's 1-877-969-8600. Give me a call. We'll see if the phone lines are working. 1-877-969-8600. All right, so let's go back to talking about this new product. We developed a unique formula that has collagen peptides, hyaluronic acid, and peach ceramides. And a lot of people don't know what in the world that is. But in this skin, we have these specific nutrients. Clinical studies show that a significant portion of the population, as we age, we develop fine lines and wrinkles. The hydration properties of our skin just kind of goes to hell in a handbasket, right? And so we know without a shadow of a doubt that we need help as we get older, all right, to help with this aging skin. And so it wasn't until fairly recently that all these clinical studies show that certain things will ultimately help the skin. a combination of collagen peptides, hyaluronic acid, peach ceramides, and it doesn't have to be from peach. We use from peach, Japanese peaches, and also astaxanthin may be beneficial. And then some other things that help all this work better together, a little zinc, a little vitamin C, and a little copper. So we took all of this and put in the new Fortifeye Collagen Plus. I got to tell you, there's some double-blind, placebo-controlled studies with Hydro Peach. That's the trademarked nutrient that we use for these peach ceramides. These double-blind, placebo-controlled studies show that if you take orally this Hydro Peach, it actually helps promote water retention in the skin. It helps to moisturize the epidermis. That's the outer layer of the skin. And it supports the protective barrier, the epidermal barrier, that protects against external stimuli, the wind, the ultraviolet light, the blue light, the bacteria, all of that. And ultimately, it helps dry, rough skin. So everybody listening is thinking, everybody over 35 and 40 is thinking, wow, I need this. The studies indicate that between 10 to 20 days of taking this Hydro Peach, that all of these benefits are noticed, okay? And as we get older, we get a huge decrease in this natural occurring lipid called ceramides, and we get 50% loss of this in our skin as we get older, between 20 and 70, 50% loss. So we replenish it with this Hydro Peach ceramides, which is in our new formula. Hyaluronic acid is also a naturally occurring component in the body that's found to interface with collagen and elastin fibers. As we get older, hyaluronic acid drops significantly as well. Also, clinical studies show that supplementation with hyaluronic acid enhances skin moisture and minimizes these fine lines and wrinkles as well. Hyaluronic acid drops dramatically as we age, but you need low molecular weight hyaluronic acid for it to work. We use that in this new Fortifeye Collagen Plus formula. And the final piece of this puzzle is the collagen. We use the top German collagen on the market called Verisol, combined with a little zinc, a little copper, and vitamin C. Collagen plays an enormous role in skin health. It also is beneficial for joint health and ligaments and tendons, but we're talking about because of the skin. Then when you add astaxanthin to it or eat a little wild Alaskan salmon, it pulls all the pieces of the puzzle together and makes it work very well. All right. Hey, Doc Hall, when I lost you, we were talking about where I'm expanding a little bit on our new formula that's on the website at fortifeye.com now, and it is available at the Fortifeye Nutrition Center, and you'll have it available on Tuesday probably, the new Fortifeye Collagen Plus. But before that, before I lost you, we were talking a little bit about how Fortifeye Fit has really, we developed for the athletes, but how the geriatric population, I mean, the older population, 60, 70, and 80-year-olds, are really buying this and gobbling it up.
Well, that was one of the nice little extras that we discovered as we went along. As you said, our full intention was to help the athlete in the recovery process and a muscle building process, and one of the little side things of this whole thing was, as you said, the older folks start coming to us and saying, hey, can we use this? Can we? And so, yes, we most certainly can. And as maybe some of the listeners don't realize this, but where you hail from in the villages, that's retirement capital of the United States. However, it's a very active community down there. It's not just go there and sit and watch TV or go to the movies. Nope, they're out, they're playing softball, pickleball, they're doing all kinds of things down there, but they're very active and they take it very serious. So you have guys down there and ladies, 70, 80, 90 years old that are playing softball and they're going after it. I mean, like you wouldn't believe. And so they started using our fit and they started reporting back to you, Dr. Lange, and to me, that, gee, my knees don't hurt quite as much anymore, or maybe not at all, or the swelling's gone down in my fingers or my elbows and like that. And so it was a very pleasant thing to experience. And we're seeing that with a couple of other areas that you and I work in. That I'll explain a little bit too, but it's been a good experience, and we're seeing the same thing now with our collagen work that you and I have been doing, the research we've been doing on that for a couple of years. I don't think folks realize, but when we bring out a product, we don't just do it on a whim and then bring it out next Tuesday or something. Like our Fit formula was 2.5 years in the process of work on it. Collagen protein, we started on this over a year ago just to formulate it. When you look at our formulas, especially our Fit formula, our new Collagen Plus formula, there's no fillers in there. There's no binders. There's no, for lack of a better word, junk that we put in there just to make you feel good that you're getting something for your money. No, these are things that work. These are researched out. There's verifiable research that backs up what we say about it. So I'm very excited about the new Collagen Plus formula that we have out, and I'm also been in the lab, and Dr. Lange has too. We work together on these things, and we're coming up with a athlete collagen also, and also a creatine formula, and both of those work into the aging process to combat that. And if we have time, I'll talk about sarcopenia in a little bit too.
You got it, Dr. Hall. All right, let's go back to the phones. 1-877-969-8600. That's 1-877-969-8600. Before we take the next call, I will be at the Nutrition Center for at least maybe 2 hours, ending about 11:15. I'll get there probably till 1:15. If you're running a little late, call the Fortifeye Nutrition Center, and certainly I'll stick around. But we'll talk about nutrition. We'll talk about wellness and anti-aging and how nutrition plays an important role at the Nutrition Center. So you can pick my brain. A lot of you show up for this little hour, 2 hours that I hang out with Arlene and everybody. So remember, Fortifeye Nutrition Center is right there on McMullen Booth Road, about a mile off of the Causeway, whatever that's called, Gulf to Bay. Hang a right on McMullen Booth Road. Go down about a mile on the left, Publix Plaza. You can't miss us, Fortifeye Nutrition Center. Let's go to the phones. I think Steve's been waiting patiently. Steve, good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, you said you put copper in this new supplement you have. I think that's a very, very wise thing to do. And the reason why is because copper is part of an enzyme called lysyl oxidase.
Right.
And they're finding, if you go into Google and put in 2 keywords, aneurysms and copper, and they're finding now
Seems like Steve, we lost Steve again, too. Something's going on in the airwaves. Maybe it's an alien spacecraft interfering.
Uh-oh. And they've kidnapped Bob as well.
Bob's gone. Steve's gone. But Doc's still here. Copper is very important, but I don't want everybody to go out and willy-nilly buy a bunch of copper, because too much copper can be really very potentially problematic. But if you're a copper deficient, you can have issues. But we put zinc and copper and vitamin C in there. That helps the collagen work well together. Remember, anytime you're having high dosages of zinc, you got to have copper. So anything over 40 milligrams, you got to have low copper with it. We're putting small amounts of copper, but enough copper to help with this whole synergistic effect. All right, phone lines are open. Steve, I know you're listening. Sorry about losing you. 1-877-969-8600. Doc Hall, you were getting ready to chime in about something.
Yeah, I was just going to say that the key word there that you just mentioned was synergy. And our formulas, we work on these to have that synergistic effect. And what that means is that how one ingredient works with the other, and they support each other. We just don't throw in a bunch of products, feel-good type products. These actually work. They do what they say they're going to do. And, as I've said 100 times before, and Dr. Lange has kind of adopted this as our little in-house motto, that, we're very, very proud of what goes into our products. We're also just as proud of what doesn't go into our products. So when you look at our labels, there's no proprietary blends in there. No, we're flat out. We tell you what's in there. We're very proud of that. So we don't put a lot of fillers and junk. Well, we put no fillers and junk in there, or binders or things like that. These are ingredients that we put in there to help you for a specific reason. We put those together. We call them formulas because that's what they are. We just don't throw things together. We actually pace these out, research them out, and then after probably 2-3 years, one of our formulas makes it to market.
Yep. A lot of research goes into this, and we research a lot of formulas that we never bring to market because we don't think they're worthwhile. So we're always working on something, like Doc Hall says, in the lab. either Doc Hall or I in the lab working on things to bring products to our population, to us, ourselves, that will help us in this quest of slowing down the dreaded aging process, all right? So when you combine the proper amount of exercise, the proper amount of hydration, sunshine, sleep, the right diet, like the Lange survival diet or something similar, along with the right supplements, it's amazing what the body can do. I always say, and I preach, God made a pretty doggone good body as long as we treat it correctly and give it the right fuel. I have a question on social media. Since we're getting ready to take the next call, we're trying to work out the phones there. And they want to know, what is that amazing eyelid eye drop that you talked about? I can't find it on your website. So this is Janice. And so she's talking about something that we've talked about for about a month on this program now, and it's called Upneek. Upneek, you have to go to your eye doctor, whether it's your optometrist or ophthalmologist, see if you're a candidate for it, and they can write a prescription for you for this. Upneek, believe it or not, is an eye drop that you put in your eye, and then 15 to 20 minutes later, the average person has a 33% eye lift without surgery. Now, the oculoplastic surgeons and the plastic surgeons probably don't like me talking about this, because I've had probably 14 patients over the last 2 weeks that was scheduled for blepharoplasty, that's upper lid surgery for baggy eyelids, that have canceled it now. So Dr. Poser probably isn't very happy about that. But, you know, whatever we can do for our patient that minimizes surgery and minimizes medication is the whole name of the ball game, in my opinion. And so it's called Upneek. Upneek is a prescription eye drop that actually infuses under the eyelid into the muscles that raise the eyelids. So if you have baggy eyelids, it can potentially help dramatically. It's very inexpensive. It's safe. There is some contraindications that your eye doctor can talk about, but it works. It's a non-surgical, more natural option. It's not totally natural because it isn't a drug, but it's a very low dosage of a drug that kind of energizes those muscles that raise your eyelids. So if you're looking in the mirror right now and your eyelids are starting to get baggy, you've been contemplating having eyelid surgery, or you're going to go out on a hot date and you're single, or maybe you're going to a big family reunion or your class reunion, and you want to turn back the clock 20, 25 years without surgery. Well, with the eyelids, if they go up 33 to 40%, that does help cosmetically. It really does. And then think about it. If you do some of the things Doc Hall and I talk about with weight management and exercise, and take some of these supplements that are infused with the collagen, the hyaluronic acid, the astaxanthin, the peach ceramides, then, I mean, we can age gracefully and look better for a longer period of time. And that's why we do it, Doc Hall, to age gracefully, right? Not only the muscles, but our mind, our brain, our eyes, our skin. I mean, it's the total package, right?
Absolutely, and you know that's why folks are turning to us too, because you know we're a no nonsense company. If it works, I like what you said earlier, that we're researching in the lab. Both you and I, we work together, we work independently on projects, and then we get together and we melt it all together and see what happens. But you know, as you said, and I like that you told this, is that you know some of the things that we work on, they never see the light of day. And that's okay, because what we've done is we've researched that, found out, no, that doesn't work, or that doesn't fit into our formula. And so we put it off to the side. We don't bother with it anymore. But what we do bring to market is products that actually work. And that's what I'm proud of. That's why I'm proud of our company, of my part in it and your part in it. And you know, we get the job done with it. And I'm not bragging, and it's not ego or like that, but I guess my pride's coming out that when we put together a formula, there's a lot of work that goes in there. And we know this. I mean, our listeners don't realize this, but you and I are approached really on a weekly basis by companies. You know, let us slap your label on our product and put it out there. We just flat out turn it down, because we want our own products, and we have control over our products. We won't import ingredients from other countries and like that. No, we want to have control of it. We want to know what our products are all about. And so we put out the best product for our patients and our clients and our customers.
Right. We source the best areas, the best ingredients from the best countries. Now, America doesn't always make the best. Most of the time they do. But we don't have anything coming from the Asian continent. Not to knock them, but we don't have anything coming from the Asian continent. Now, we do have our omega-3 fish oil, which is our super omega-3 max, is the most potent triglyceride omega-3 in the industry right now. And, of course, our super omega that's been out for 10 years. We get those from Norway. Norway does our development because they're sort of like the Bordeaux region is to wine. Oslo, Norway, not Oslo. Oslo, Norway is to the omega-3 fish oil industry. And by the way, we're running this 50% off on the Super Omega-3 Max until Sunday night at midnight, all right? We did a spring special for the last 3 weeks for all of you because we didn't have our big show this year, our big fall festival. So we ran 3 products, 50% off. We're still running those 3 products, 50% off until Sunday at midnight. So that's another, you got a little more, less than 48 hours, right? Super Omega-3 Max is now $17.50 on our website. You can't beat that. This is the most potent triglyceride molecule, omega-3 in the United States right now in a gel cap. It is amazing. We have thousands of people taking it. So I suggest go to fortifeye.com. You don't have to put a special code in. You can order as many you want of the Super Omega-3 Max at 50% off, $17.50 right now. Also, the naked super protein, we're still running that off 50% until Sunday at midnight, okay? Sunday at midnight. Super protein is nothing in it except concentrated protein from New Zealand, grass-fed cows. This is non-denatured, only heated to 72 degrees for 15 seconds. That's why we can call it non-denatured. So the best source of whey protein available, it's 50% off. It's $20. So it's the super protein that's naked. The chocolate and the vanilla is not discounted at 50% off. And then our black currant seed oil, GLA, we do have a few left. That is dated to next month to expire. Folks, this stuff really won't expire. When it says expiration date, it just doesn't blow up. I mean, it's still good for a long time, but we're running that 50% off as well until the new batch comes in. That's black currant seed oil, amazing for the skin, the joints, the heart, dry eye. So take advantage of the black currant seed oil, GLA, the Super Omega-3 Max, and the Naked Super Protein, all marked down 50% off at fortifeye.com, or come to Fortifeye Nutrition Center today. Remember, I'll be there in Clearwater around 11:15. All right, I'm going to give the phone lines again and see if we can take a call. 1-877-969-8600. That's 1-877-969-8600. And if we can take a call, we're going to take it. If we can't, we'll probably take a break and go to a commercial break in just a minute. Remember, Upneek is the prescription drop that makes the eyelids go up. We've got a new eye drop for artificial tears that I recommend if you've tried everything and it hasn't worked. Optase. We should have that available very soon on the website and at the Lange Eye Institute, Lange Nutrition Center, Fortifeye Nutrition Center. Optase is amazing. We did a little clinical study with it. It worked amazingly well. Not to take anything away from Oasis Tears and Fresh Coat. Those are amazing. Just now we have another option. Everybody doesn't buy a Ferrari. Some people buy a Lamborghini. Some people buy a McLaren, right? So some people buy a Rolls Royce. Some people buy a Bentley, and some people buy a Maybach, right? Those are the top of the line luxury cars and the top of the line performance cars. And that's what we have in the lubricating eye drops. Fresh Coat, Oasis Tears, and now another option called Optase. All right, we finally got another caller. Let's see if it works this time. Let's go see what Barbara has to say. Barbara, good morning. Thanks for holding.
Yes, hello. Good morning. I just wanted to say, the Friday before, we had the 90s, the ladies that were in the in their 90s, and they had what I would refer to as the Fortifeye Glow. Every one of these women, of course, take the Focus, and this superfood, or the organic blue-green superfood, and of course the Mega Max, they all take it. They all look absolutely fabulous. I hope and pray that I look like your mother when I'm her age. What a beautiful woman she is. But anyway, I just wanted to put a shout out that this superfood and the Omega, it's a wonderful product, and the focus, of course, goes without saying. But I want to say, especially, it's amazing to me because I've always been a health food. Well, I've been into it all my life, being a nurse for 45 years. But your prices are absolutely, I don't know how you do it, but your prices are wonderful. And just keep up the good work. But it was just so much fun to see all those ladies in their 90s really having a quality of life because of the terrific nutrition that you have made available to them. So thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you for that call, Barbara. That was a great time. And I love that, the Fortifeye Glow. And my mom was 93. She was at that event, and we had a lot of great people there at that event. And we had a lot of 80 and a lot of 70-year-olds. And we'll probably do that again in another few months, have the 90, maybe it's going to be the 80 plus, 80 up, or 70 up day. But that was a 90 up day, and we had like 4 people over 90 years of age that were there participating at the Fortifeye Nutrition Center. Barbara, thanks for the call.
Bye-bye.
And she is very telling the truth. My mom takes the Fortifeye Fit. She takes the Superfood, the Super Omega, the Fortifeye Focus. Tammy and I make her great meals. She gets out in the sun for 45 minutes to an hour every day, swims, works out in the gym with lightweight, goes for walks. And that's what it's all about, you know, improving our quality of life as we age. You know, it's not easy to follow, but it is very doable. All right. You don't have to go to fast food for breakfast, lunch, and supper. You don't have to just sit on the couch and get fatter and bigger and worse and in worse health. So you got to take the proverbial bull by the horns and do something before it's too late. And we got to start early. I mean, I tell my son, Logan, who's trying to practice what we preach at 25, you got to start this at a very young age. My daughter's 15 and, you know, she's starting it now. She's like a world-class volleyball player at 15. So we start very early, but it's never too late to start, right, Doc? Never too late to start.
Absolutely. That's the beautiful thing about it. You know, you can start a wellness program at any age. Hopefully, the sooner the better. I just on a little side thing this morning, I know a lot of people think that when we talk about our moms, which are both the same age, and we talk about our moms that, well, it's just for promotion or just, you know, to hype something like that. No, it's for real, and we're very, very proud of that. And I talked to my mom early this morning, and I said, don't forget, you know, our show's on and like that. And she's got her radio all set and everything to go. And I said, what are you doing? She said, I just finished my dumbbell workout. And she says, I'm sitting here waiting for the show to come on, drinking my Fit formula.
Awesome.
You know, it's out there, folks, and it works. It really is. I mean, and my mom made a comment. She said she was upset that she didn't get to attend the over 90 little get together that you had. And she says, I'm going to make it to the next one. And I said, yeah, I know you will. And so we really do practice what we preach. And honestly, you know, don't put it off to start your wellness program. Dr. Lange and I hear this all the time from folks. Well, they'll say, well, you know, Dr. Lange, Dr. Hall, when's the best time to start my new program? And we yell at them, today's it. Yeah. And because there's no better time than today. Don't put it off to a landmark date like, well, I'm going to start on my birthday, or we hear this, we're going to start on New Year's Day and stuff. No, why put it off? Start today. Reap the benefits sooner of these products, of a wellness lifestyle. And like that, folks, they really do work, and it's worth your while.
Amen, Dr. Hall. All right, phone lines are open, 1-877-969-8600. I think we got the phones working again. So 1-877-969-8600. And I think we're either going to take a phone call or we're going to go to a break. Yep, we're going to go to a break. We're going to go to a station identification pause. I'll be right back.
There's nothing more frustrating and irritating than chronic dry eye. It never stops. The itching, the scratching feeling, the fatigue and weariness. If you're suffering from chronic dry eye, go to Fortifeye.com and join thousands who've discovered Fortifeye Advanced Dry Eye Therapy, a combination of Fortifeye Super Omega, Fortifeye Focus, and Fortifeye Blackcurrant Oil GLA. Fortifeye Advanced Dry Eye Therapy works to address oxidation and inflammation in the eye and the entire body. This combination, once only available to patients in the doctor's office, has now become available to you. And already, countless numbers of listeners have found relief with Fortifeye Advanced Dry Eye Therapy. If you or someone you care about struggles with dry, itchy, exhausted eyes, order Fortifeye Advanced Dry Eye Therapy today at Fortifeye.com. That's Fortifeye.com or call 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746 and at Fortifeye.com.
While others are hitting happy hour, you're hitting the gym. While they're hoisting mugs, you're lifting kettlebells. You owe it to yourself to get the most out of your fitness regimen before and after your workout with Fortifeye Fit. Fortifeye Fit's power-packed formula is designed to enhance muscle synthesis, strength, and endurance. All evidence-based nutrients in this proprietary formula are well documented and backed in good clinical studies, taken before and after your workout. Fortifeye Fit is also hailed for what it doesn't contain. No dyes, artificial flavors, or carrageenan. With Fortifeye Fit, you get all you need to get the most out of your workout without needless additives and sketchy sweeteners. Order Fortifeye Fit today at Fortifeye.com. That's Fortifeye.com or call 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746. 866-503-9746. And at Fortifeye.com.
Okay, welcome back. You're listening to Ask the Doctor. Ask the Doctors this morning. Of course, myself, Dr. Michael Lange. I've been hosting this show since April of 1993. And my co-host, Doc Hall, has been on with me for, a few years now. If you've got a question, give us a call, 1-877-969-8600. Remember, I hail from the Lange Eye Institute in the Villages, Florida. You can see me there Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, or certainly Dr. Costello, who's amazing, and Dr. Caputi, also amazing. The phone number for the Lange Eye Institute is 352-753-4014. State-of-the-art eye care center, Lange Eye Institute. Upstairs, Dr. Michael Tolentino has his state-of-the-art retina center, also in the Lange Eye Institute. Remember, Doc Hall is in Ocala at the Lange Nutrition Center, right there on State Road 200. You get off the interstate a mile down on the left, across from the Paddock Mall, large 2-story building. It used to be my old Lange Eye Care building. It says a sign out front, Lange Nutrition Center. Go up the elevator, first door on the right, Lange Nutrition Center. Doc Hall, PhD in clinical nutrition, nationally recognized expert in sports nutrition and nutrition. He will do a free wellness consultation. That's right, free. People are charging hundreds, if not $1,000 for this free consultation. And all we do is we hope that you maintain business with us. But it's a free consultation. Not a dime is charged for you. It's best to have an appointment. And Doc Hall will give you the phone number in just a minute. But you can always call Fortifeye Vitamins at 866-503-9746. All right, we're going to the phones. We're getting loaded up because now the phones are working. Let's go to Tom in Bradenton. Tom, good morning.
Good morning, Doc. Good morning. I have a question regarding whey protein. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer some time ago, and my doctor has indicated that I should not be eating dairy or egg yolks, for example, or red meat. I'm wondering how, because it can create arachidonic acid, which can be a growth promoter of prostate cancer.
Right.
There could be residual prostate cancer, obviously. My question is whey protein. What impact do you think it might have on potential prostate cancer?
All right, so it's interesting. I've got hundreds, if not thousands, of patients that are taking whey protein that have had prostate issues. My dad being one, who was a rheumatologist, and he was on whey protein daily until his day he died. And he was diagnosed with advanced prostate cancer geez, 20 years before he died. But anyway, Tom, the whole thing with dairy is most dairy is affiliated with things like leaky gut, diabetes, cancers, autism, because most dairies have, number one, a genetically mutated beta casein called beta-1 casein protein. And we don't know for sure, but we think that could be the cause of some of these problems and some of these ailments and some of these diseases, is that genetic mutation of that beta casein protein. Remember, whey has no casein in it at all. All the casein has been removed. And this is why I tell people to drink goat's milk or sheep's milk or A2 cow's milk or goat cheese or sheep cheese and not traditional dairy because of that. But also dairy, people have intolerance to the lactose that's in dairy. Once again, whey doesn't have any lactose either. So, most doctors aren't going to understand this. Whey protein is a great source of protein. It's got a very high bioavailability. It has a lot of other things in it: CLA, lactoferrin, covalent bonded cysteine, immunoglobulin. So it's got a lot of good stuff in there. As far as, prostate cancer and whatever your doctor recommends, it's following for your prostate cancer, I would probably try to go by his or her recommendation. But there's nothing wrong with educating yourself a little bit more and even educating your doctor on whey protein not being typical dairy, okay?
Yes. Excellent. Well, thank you very much.
Okay, Tom, take care. And I don't know, and Doc Hall, you can chime in before we go to the next call. I mean, I have not seen any studies at all associating whey protein with any type of cancer, okay?
I have not either. I think where a lot of that comes from, Dr. Lang, is the different kind of proteins that are out there, the different labels, the different formulas that are out there. They're not what you think they are. And that's why you have to go with somebody that you trust and you can put your trust in, like Fortifeye formulas. And because we've seen the good and bad out there, and we know things to stay away from. And I think that's where some of that comes from. And I understand. And of course, we always advise to take your doctor's advice. That's what you're going to him for, him or her for. So,
right.
But,
and you bring up a valid point, Doc Hall, because the majority of proteins out there are filled with, like you said, garbage that potentially causes all sorts of health problems: sucralose, aspartame, carrageenan, all sorts of binders and fillers and dyes. So maltodextrin that's genetically mutated, high fructose corn syrup. So if you look at especially our naked protein, if you look at the ingredients, there's one ingredient: non-denatured, grass-fed New Zealand whey protein. And that's it. There's nothing else in it. And remember, that's 50% off right now until midnight, Sunday night. It's on the website, marked down 50%. When you order it, you're getting it for $20. But I agree, he needs to follow his doctor's advice. I just don't know of any evidence on the contrary. And like I said, my dad had supposedly pretty severe prostate cancer for 20 years. And he didn't die of that. He hit his head when he fell out of bed at 90. And he was in, pretty good shape. He took a whey protein smoothie once or twice every day. All right, let's go back to the phones. I think Mary is next. Mary in Dunedin, good morning.
Hi, Dr. Lang. Okay, I have a son who is, maybe middle 50s, early middle 50s. Anyway, I noticed, I haven't seen him for a while. He's from up north and he's visiting. So I noticed that he has enlarged eyelids. I know when I was, I worked in surgery for a while, and they did a procedure called blepharoplasty to do something with the eyelids that are
yes, ma'am.
enlarged or swelling. And, the eye starts to be half open.
Right.
And you mentioned.
Well, Mary, I tell you what, I think that sounds like he's got dermatochalasis or ptosis or blepharochalasis, and that is normal. Some people get it much earlier than others, and it's normal process of maturing. Some people, if you're excessively large, you're going to have more, so weight loss is a good idea. But that upneak drop I talked about It's a simple drop your doctor can have a prescription for called Upneek. It's an eye drop, safe. You put it in, 15, 20 minutes later, the majority of people get a 33% lift in their eyelids without any surgery. So certainly, Mary, I recommend having a good optometrist or ophthalmologist evaluate your son and see if he's a candidate for this. It could be something totally different that's causing this, okay? All right, and we kind of lost Mary there. We're going to go back to the phones. I think we got Joe in Sarasota. Let's see if the phone's working. Joe, good morning. How's it going down in Sarasota? Uh-huh.
Yeah, the aliens got them too.
So it is interesting. I mean, maybe it's, the weather is very interesting here in Tampa today. I mean, it's really kind of cloudy and misty. It's not typical for this time of the year. Maybe there's some kind of interference going through with the lines. Maybe AT&T's having problems. Yeah, who knows?
Absolutely. One thing, Dr. Lange, I wanted to get in there before we close for the day is, we were talking about formulas and different things like that. And one thing that with our Omega Max, our Omega formulas, we put omega-3s in there, omega-3 only. I was in a health food store the other day, and I was kind of snooping around. And they had a big sign up. Our omegas are now more powerful than ever. They're more powerful than our competitors, the sign said, because they put omega-3, 6, and 9 in their formula. Well, normally you would think, well, gee, it must be more powerful. They've added more to it. It's been proven, folks, that the 6 and 9, we get plenty of that. And when we take more, we actually do the reverse of what we're trying to accomplish, and it creates inflammation in the body. So just be aware of that. Trust a good supplier, and you can't go wrong with Fortifeye Nutrition. I'll sign off from now. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Doc. And remember, y'all can check me out at drmichaellange.com, and you can always get me through the Ask the Doctor section. Remember, today I'll be at the Fortifeye Nutrition Center in Clearwater after the show about 11:15 for an hour to 2 hours. Remember, check out our new Collagen Plus at fortifeye.com. You want to help improve skin health through proper nutrition. With that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Have a great day. God bless you, and God bless America.
Like Georgia and I think 33 others that are trying to provide election transparency. Are you sad about America getting ripped open like this?
The Mike Gallagher Show, 9, right before Dennis Prager